means the study and the collection of coins. It's just a nice big word to tell people that we are into the coin business. That's what it is. The South African Association of Numismatic Dealers is obviously then an association of people who are coin dealers.
Fantastic. And what are some of the options for investors who want to invest in gold coins, Glenn?
Well, I'm glad you used the word gold coins, because obviously there are different types of investments. There's investing in special coins, ancient coins, all different types of coins. But right now, probably the most lucrative or the best way to go down the road is investing into gold coins, especially in South Africa. Obviously, it's always great to invest in gold worldwide, but particularly with our currency doing what it's doing at the moment and what it's been doing for the last number of years, gold coins in South Africa is probably, and I say that without doubt, the best investment in the world right now.
So how do you go, Glenn, then, you know, you've got all these options with coins. So you've got Kruger Rands, you've got these commemorative coins. I know the SA Mint brings out new coins, commemorative gold coins every year. How as an investor do you decide what to invest in?
Right now, looking at the situation the world is in, COVID-19 and okay, probably the best investment right now is just, and I say just, it's a bullion coin. A Kruger Rand in its bullion form is probably the best investment in the world right now. The special coins that the SA Mint makes and everything, they're a longer term thing. You have to look at investing in those coins over a much longer term. Rarity value obviously comes into the picture there. So if you're talking about investing in special coins, yes, you have to wait a bit longer to recoup your investment. However, at the moment, with gold doing what it's doing worldwide, and with the rand, being as unstable as it is, you probably find that Kruger Rand is by far your best investment. There is no question. The big plus for it is, of course, it doesn't attract VAT. It's classified as legal tender, so it doesn't attract VAT. And when you're investing in it, I've got a couple of graphs I can show you guys. It's outperformed every single other investment that I've ever seen in my life. And I know what people say: should we invest in property? Should we invest in the stock market? A number of different investments, sure. But right now, the gold Kruger Rand is by far, it outperforms all others.
And what about insurance, holding costs? What is the cost of holding?
Storage costs? Right, storage costs are relatively low. There's hardly any storage costs. Most coin dealers in this country will offer you either free storage or storage of any amount of coins for less than 1,000 Rand a year, which is not a lot of money. And it's all in safekeeping, and it's all safe and sound, so there's no problem at all. Getting back, if I may, to why Kruger Rands are such a good investment, and we go that further, we just go and say, look at the gold price itself. You look at gold price itself, it has escalated at such a rate that even us who've been in, and I've been in this business for over 30 years, I cannot believe that gold is escalating as much as it is in recent times. And of course, then we have to take the other aspect into the picture, and that's looking at the rand devaluing against the dollar, which again makes your investment in rands that much stronger. If you like, Maya, we can show you some graphs of exactly where gold is right now, what it's done over 1 year, what it's done over 20 years. We can show you what it's done over even a longer period.
Yep.
And those numbers,
that'll be fun. This is a podcast. Right. It will make it slightly challenging, but we can maybe have if we put the video up, we can.
All right. Okay. It's not a video. Hang on. You had disabled screen sharing, I see.
Oh, I don't know that way, but maybe we'll have to. Maybe what we can do
On
is
his side.
link,
Yeah.
we'll put perhaps a
All
link
right.
into the podcast.
Okay, what I can do, I can give you the figures and we can get these links up later if you like.
Great.
All right. If we look at the US dollar gold price over the last 20 years, 20 years ago, in fact, the 28th of May, 2000, exactly 20 years ago, let's call it, the gold price was $272 an ounce. Today, and I'll give you the graph to prove it, it is $1,702 per ounce. If we look at that over the 20-year period, it is an increase of 527% of your investment over 20 years. Now, I'm not an economist. I'm not a property mogul. I'm none of those things. But you don't have to be a genius to see that if you've got a product that has increased by 527% for 20 years, not a bad investment. That's an average of 26.35% per annum. It's a lot of money. It's the one investment that has stayed sound for the last 50 years, not even 20 years. If we go one step further, let's look even at a shorter period of time. If we look at what gold in terms of US dollars has done over the last 1 year, it's gone from $1,276 to $1,708. And we're looking at an increase there of 33.8% in 1 year. Yes, a number of factors have influenced that. The fact that we've had COVID-19, et cetera, but this has been long in the pipeline. People have been talking about the increase in the gold price for a long time. It's now at last come to pass. Once we compare the situation we have in South Africa with these US dollar prices, and when we calculate the same calculation in terms of rands, it becomes even more frightening. If we go to the 20-year chart, 20-year price of Kruger rands, 28th of May 2000, the price of Kruger rands was 1,933 rands. All right? Scary number. It is now knocking at 29,852.
Sure.
That is over the last 20 years. It's gone totally crazy. That is an increase of, and it's a frightening number, 1,443.9%. That is what the gold price has increased in the last 20 years in terms of rands. And that is very much due to the fact that although the gold price in dollars has increased, the rand has lost that much more value, which has made it a bigger amount. If you compare that, as I say, going back to the dollar price, the increase was 527% in dollar terms, but 1,443% in rand terms. It's crazy. An average of 72.19% per annum. No investment on earth has been able to give you that. If we go back to where it is right now, and excuse me dragging on a bit, if we go to a 1 year figure, it's a very, very similar situation. It has increased by 60.9% in the last year,
Sure.
which is a
Nice
massive
balance
amount of money.
to our portfolios, which have all gone down.
True.
That is brilliant. But Glenn, for normal investors, if you want a unit trust, you know where to go. If you want an exchange traded fund, you know where to go. How does an investor go about buying or purchasing gold coins?
For my sins, as you said, I'm chairman of South African Association of Numismatic Dealers. We're actually just busy rebuilding our website as we speak. So you can go onto that and you'll see there a list of all members of the South African Association. You can get hold of any one of those people and they will be able to help you. If you look up coin dealers on the internet, whatever, you will find the names. Obviously, because we are part of an association, I would like to recommend that you go to a
22.
registered member, so that you're getting you're getting the advice from someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn, I also, because I wanted to bring that in, I have had a lot of complaints from readers about buying. I mean, Kruger Rands are quite obvious. They're actually well documented. They're traded. You can find out the price of a Kruger Rand at any moment. But a lot of these commemorative coins come out. I mean, I happen to mention the ones from SA Mint. And there seems to be some false marketing often around those. So I get complaints from people saying they bought these coins as a set, and they were told they pay more than the gold value of them because they are commemorative, and that they're guaranteed to be bought back at the price they paid or something. And then they go back to sell them and they get told, no, we don't have a buyer for them. Is this a problem? And you mentioned using a good quality dealer. Are there some of these issues in the industry?
Those issues, Maya, are massive, in fact. There are dealers out there who, when people go to them to go buy a Kruger Rand, they very cleverly, and with a good sales pitch, they talk them out of buying Kruger Rands. They talk them into buying the other coins. Nothing wrong with the other coins, not at all. They're all great investments. But it depends very much on what you pay. What your initial purchase price is going to determine at the end of the day what your profit margin, if ever, you are going to get out of these things. So yes, unfortunately, there are people out there who do that. They sell the coins at a very, very high inflated price, and quite honestly, very few investors who have ever bought coins at that high price will ever get their money back. Never mind making a profit or getting something back for the investment. They're going to lose money at the end of the day.
And one of the other things that we get a lot of, so I mean, I just want to clarify, Glenn, that you're kind of saying, if you want to get into gold coins, go for the Kruger Rand. And of course, you can buy your Kruger Rands. You don't have to buy the full ounce. You can buy a quarter of an ounce. So you can start with relatively small Kruger Rands. Would that be a correct advice?
Yes, it is. You can start with a tenth of an ounce. A tenth of an ounce you can buy. Obviously, and I don't know if it's that obvious, but as you go to the bigger sizes, the bigger coin you buy, the less it's going to cost you per gram. In other words, if you're buying a Kruger Rand, let's use a round number of 30,000 Rand for a 1 ounce Kruger Rand, and you want to buy tenths, you're not going to pay 3,000 Rand for them. You'll pay more than that. You'll probably pay closer to 4,000 Rand for them, because the manufacturing process then kicks in, and you'll definitely find that using or buying a 1 ounce coin as opposed to a smaller fraction, it's far better, because your investment is costing you that much less.
And the other one I wanted to ask you about, as I mentioned, the complaints I get around these commemorative coins. And the other one, Glenn, is around the frigging 5 Rand Mandela coins. This is the coins that are in circulation, and people have kept bags of these things. Mapelo, do you know people who've done it?
I've got 3, okay? I've got 3.
Mapelo, how much are they worth?
This again comes back to clever marketing. It comes back to clever marketing. There was a company a number of years ago when these things first came out. They clicked onto the deal and they said, okay, 5 Rand coins, let's make a rarity out of this and let's make it special. There are a number of factors that determine the value of a coin. The first factor maybe is the metal that it's made from. That's why Kruger Rand's gold, yes, it has the intrinsic value of the metal, the gold as a value. The next factor that comes into play is the quality of the coin. Is it as it was minted? Is it mint as it came out of the mint? Is it good? It hasn't been scratched or damaged. That has an influence on the price. And the last factor that comes in is that, of course, how many of them are around? Is there any rarity value to these things? I mean, there are some coins that with short mintages where they're very scarce and rare. Every collector wants to have one of those. So you will pay a major premium on some of those coins. However, the 5 Rand coin does not qualify for any of those. Generally, it's made from base metals. Okay, it's not gold or silver. Secondly, the condition, when they go into circulation, or even if they stay out of circulation, it doesn't really matter, because the third factor kicks in. How many are there? There are not hundreds or thousands, there are millions of them made. So they are not in any way rare or scarce. Yes, some people will argue that a particular coin that is a very highly graded coin, and this is where the thing started. People sent these to grading companies to grade the coin to give you the level of clarity and quality of that coin. And then they would say, yes, but this particular coin in this quality is very scarce. It probably is. But when you're making 40 million of them, how many of them are good quality? A lot of them, probably a couple of million of them are high quality coins, and they will be worth a little bit more, yes. But the kind of prices that some people have been charging for these things is totally over the top. The guys are paying hundreds of thousands of rands. I know a guy, I actually had to appear in court with him as an expert witness. He bought 5 coins for 1.3 million rand. And 5 coins for 1.3 million rand. It's a little bit of an overkill. A little bit of an overkill, I think, yes.
Sorry, Glenn, can I just, what do you think they're actually worth?
Generally,
5 rand?
Generally, they are worth 5 rand. I've actually even had guys who said that when some guys get a phone call, they offer them 4 rand. Okay, but they are worth a minimum of 5 rand, yes. Some of the coins, and the very special ones, improved quality and very high grades, yes, they are worth more. But you're talking a couple of 100 rand, maybe a couple of 1,000 rand at best. But when you're talking 150, 200, 300, 500, 600,000 rand for coins, it's just not practical. Again, it all came down to clever marketing, but unscrupulous marketing. It's false marketing. So it's a lot of nonsense.
Mapelo, I mean, what did you pay for your coins?
No, they were in circulation. I got them.
Oh, so you
thought, you know what, I'm going to keep them for a while, but clearly they're worth, my coffee is worth more than, yeah, absolutely. And I kept them for a while and they're still here. And obviously my safekeeping is horrible. They're not in good condition at all, but I still kept them, just hopefully one day. Clearly not.
I think, Mapelo, we'd probably be about 1 million years would have to pass, and all the other coins in circulation.
So I must just go get myself a coffee.
Go get yourself a coffee. In fact, you could have bought your coffee, because remember inflation. The coffee is more expensive now than it was when you put those 3 coins away.
No, yeah.
You can't even get the same cup of coffee anymore with inflation.
When they first brought them out in 1994, you might have got a coffee for 5 rand. You're not going to get it for 5 rand anymore.
Well, she's got 3. She's got 15 rand. So
I've got 15 rand. I've got 15 rand. So I do need to put in a little bit more money to buy a coffee.
And I just wanted to say, please, when you've finished listening to the podcast, do not send me or Mapelo or Glenn an email with a picture of a bag of your 5 rand coins and ask how you can sell them. Because our answer is going to be go down to your local shop and buy your groceries with them, because that's all they're worth.
Yeah.
Don't bother us with that.
Get yourself some veggies.
Yeah. And they probably only want it because it could be covered in COVID virus. So everybody wants cards at the moment. So they probably even, Glenn, they're probably right. They probably don't even want your 5 rand anymore at the moment. So, but
Very true.
I want to say thank you to Glenn, because I think you've given us some really good insight. And I really hope people listening to this, I get a lot of questions about investing in coins. I don't know, Mapelo, if you get a lot as well. I think people are often falsely marketed to. I think there's a lot of false marketing around coins, and I think Glenn has really put some sanity perhaps back into the conversation. And if you want to know the website, it is SSAAND.co.za. It's actually how I discovered Glenn when I was trying to find, I've been running on these gold coins and these medallions and all the rest of it, and I wanted to go to the experts. So I have written a lot of articles about this as well. So we can also maybe post those up. But thank you very much.